or like be some type of artist before they go into like the radio field, or motherfuckers try to build their buzz just off them in radio. You feel me? Like it may take longer, it may take several years longer to get the buzz significant for a big following just if you just do that. But it'll be a stronger, like more, what's the word I'm looking for? It'll be a more faithful following in that field, I feel.
No, that's real. I think it's best to have a following from somewhere before you come out there, and to have like have it be in some type of field where you had to like be in front of people and talk or sing or do something in front of people. Cause like you gotta hold their attention on the radio. You ain't got no antics or nothing for people to watch to make them stick with you. You gotta hold their attention with just your voice for however many hours. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like for one, you need that audience, but for two, you just need that experience of like being in front of large groups of people and like talking to them or singing to them or doing something where you're just entertaining them with just your voice for a minute. So I think like it's helpful to be a stand-up comedian. I think it's helpful to be a YouTube artist. Like a DC Young Fly, I feel like could do a radio gig because he's poison. You know what I mean? Podcaster.
I feel like DC and Los could do just a straight radio show, but I don't think Chico could do a radio show. Because Chico, like, you listen to Chico, he got a lot of dead air. He's like a what's the word? He's like
he a piggybacker. He
yeah,
good at like
he like a counter puncher.
yeah,
Basically,
he
like a
good at
counter
hitting
puncher.
off something else. Yep. Yep.
But DC and the other one, DC and Los, they like streamline and start everything. They the real stop and go movement, stop and motion. And you got Chico right in the middle of it to keep it, you feel me? Where they got, if they ever stagnate, he'll pick it back off something and keep it rolling. I mean, I feel like that'll be a good shit. But like, I just look at careers like a Luda who was in radio and shit like that. You got these other rappers that was in radio that either came from radio to rap or went from rap to radio. But you got people that's just strictly radio that motherfuckers know them worldwide just off their radio. If they went, I feel like if they went to something else, they may be even more successful because they already got that big following from just their voice. You feel me? And then you put a visual behind that voice, who knows? But it's just me.
Well,
Another question. Go ahead.
Chico, he did like a couple of interviews for like I would say YouTube. Just off the top of my head, that I remember he was doing something. I can
You got to get used to having a mic. You got to talk to the mic, Jim. Tell that nigga used to talking to the fucking iPhone headphones and shit, nigga. You got to talk to the microphone. You turn your head, your voice dropped the fuck off. Cause yeah, you know, yeah, man. And I was you saw this. You saw the smooth push, bro. Like, hey, man, yeah, I know you ain't used to this yet. Let me make sure that follow you.
Another question another premise followed by question. All right. As we see, we already talked about it before, right? We saw that we talked about how technology goes on and the attention spans get shorter. Do y'all ever think it'll be a time where fireside chats and shit like that on the radio come back when motherfuckers actually sit down and actually listen to the whole shit on radio?
like on radio.
These are real tears. These are real tears, right? What the fuck? Yo, I'm crying, bro. Oh God.
Yo, I
Oh
fuck with this
God.
phone.
Oh God, I'm crying, bro. Why is this nigga in hell? That nigga face was in hell. What the fuck? I pull up from laughing. That nigga's in hell. All right, yo, what in the hell's going on there?
I think we got the mic.
Yo, I'm crying, B.
Oh man.
Like pure D.
Oh man. But yeah.
Boo hoo.
Yo,
Nigga,
shit in
what
the
the
Ukraine
fuck?
is kind of fucked up right now, but yeah.
Mm.
Museum. I'm sorry.
Nigga, what was we talking about? I'm
I
sorry.
don't know. I just found some new shit on this fucking
Oh.
phone. I'm hot.
Well, I guess people gonna see what the hell we be going through behind things.
That was the point. Shit.
Nigga,
Motherfucker.
what in the hell?
Every production has other shit outside the productions. Y'all motherfuckers using see the end of production. See the beginning part now, goddammit.
Microphone check 1, 2.
Whatever,
Nigga,
man.
you make sure you keep talking to the mic.
All right. Yeah. Oh, I did that microphone check 1, 2. I don't know what the fuck that was, but yeah. It's been a wonderful experience down here in the great state of Georgia.
Yeah. If y'all didn't realize, Pat right here.
This is not a hologram because I can't afford that shit. I'm actually here.
Mm-hmm.
I could afford that shit.
He live right here in the garage with me. All right, we're gonna get started in just a second, champ.
Have a on.
Oh shit.
snacks
Take your
is fucking
time. I
immaculate.
got do your thing, cause I got all this shit.
Nigga, I got these pistachios and these Starburst, bro. These just hidden.
Oh,
And like the mixture
I can
of
do that
salt
shit now.
with the sweet. Nigga, what are you doing over there? This nigga has had like 13 different backgrounds. What is you doing?
Looking like a bad
Nigga
boy.
touching buttons on the phone, nigga. Shit.
This one was like a big kid, just grinning.
Nigga, what? To step up your production? What the fuck?
You look like my son when he be on
I'm the cutout
the
king,
phone
nigga.
with his
Shit.
grandparents. The whole
Niggas know
conversation
I'm the
is just him
internet cutout
changing
king out this
filters.
bitch. What? I ain't cut out in like 2-3 weeks, nigga. Hyper's a bit.
Don't hit the eject button.
Here.
You ain't lying, dog. These Starburst.
I told you. I told you.
Yeah.
Oh man, y'all had me crying, man. That's a hell of a way to start it off. I don't know where these conversations will go tonight for the actual podcast, but that was hilarious.
Mic drop, literally.
All right. Hey. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Test. Face, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Face, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Pat.
Can y'all hear me? All right. Yeah.
When you talk like that, yeah.
All right. I'm going to use this voice. All right. It's going to be all excited the whole time.
Yes, that would help.
Yes.
No mumbles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stay in front of the mic.
Yeah, that's the main key. Like, just try to stay lined up a little bit. Or if you move the mic with you, I guess. But yeah, if you need to scoot up some to get more comfortable, that may help. I don't know what's gonna help
Try
you,
to keep
but
it lined up.
and within a fist of your face. That's the rule I always go by. Like, pause. Man, fuck you, yo. Oh God.
When you see his face laugh.
Damn
I'm
you,
so
face.
happy I hear it. Oh shit.
Damn you, face.
Oh. I know I'm catching one of y'all motherfuckers. I thought it was gonna be Pat again. Y'all two dreadhead motherfuckers in one frame. Shit.
He's probably gonna, yeah.
With fresh cuts and everything.
My wife trying to convince me to grow my hair back.
She need to convince you to breathe, nigga.
Grow my dreads back.
You should do so.
Because I got
Come
I
on
got
back
all them
home to
doing
lock game.
Because I got the boy got dreads, the middle baby got dreads, my wife growing her shit, so she gonna go ahead and lock her shit up now. They want me to go ahead and shit. I'm going bald. Shit.
Well, you better do it quick then while you can catch some growth there. Cover that shit up.
Shit, do something.
Put 3 locks across that shit. Had it locked up, the lock trunk. Pulling that shit over like Killmonger. People be thinking that shit a style. No, nigga.
Looking like the Snorks out this bitch.
Covering up that stadium.
Looking like the Snorks.
Oh shit! I remember that cartoon. Yeah, niggas had a tube on their head. They used to be the shit. Used to come on Cartoon Network. Yeah.
All them old ass cartoons. I put my kids on, because a lot of them, like the early cartoon, like the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, they had other words, subliminal adult shit in it. So like shit like All Dogs Go to Heaven. Some rooster movie that I had them watch the other day.
Rock-a-doodle?
Made in '89. They love that shit. There you go. Rock-a-doodle. Yep. They be sitting like
Elvis.
Like, yeah, we ain't gotta watch it. I ain't watching none of this new shit because a lot of this new shit got all our sexuality in it and all this other shit. I don't want kids involved in all that shit. It'll be fucking kids. Shit.
Fact. Y'all remember that cartoon Centurion?
Yes, that was shit.
Vaguely.
There was
It had like the air one, the sea one, and the land one.
Green one, a blue one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Blue one obviously is probably
he was the jet. No, the blue was the jet. The green one was the I think he was the land one, and the other one was the sea one. But I remember the blue one was my favorite because he had like the regular jet, then he had like the supersonic jet, then he had the one that can go to space. That should be hard.
I like vaguely remember the episode, but I always like remember one of them hopping out of the water.
Yeah, one of them had like all of the sea shit, the submarine shit and all that.
All the 80s theme songs, like cartoons,
yeah.
They were all like Night Rider.
They want too many duds.
Yeah.
Y'all remember Mad?
Your kids ever call you on a house rule that you broke?
All the time.
Now, I don't normally run because I don't rush for shit in my house. I normally walk everywhere. I only run when I'm recording now, dip out and come back in. Normally my kids is asleep. Summertime now, the little man up. So I come out here, I'm running across the house. Daddy, what you doing running? No running in the house, Daddy.
Get him.
I was like, God damn,
nephew.
I about to say,
get him.
I was like, damn right, you right though. It ain't no running the house.
Yo, you talking about accountability, man. Most of the time I'm being held accountable in this house is because of my son. Because he remembers every fucking house rule, even the ones that I don't. I be forgetting. I be like, damn, I did say that there. Shit. Why the fuck you gotta remember right now? And they never remember like when it's not important, but they always remember when like you have to do what you're trying to do. And it's kind of like an important moment, but then they be right. So then it's like, God, you gonna make me do this the difficult way. Fuck.
Yep. Got to show them the right way.
Yeah. It's good though. They keep us humble.
Like Gavin and then KJ was fucking around fighting the other day. Well, Gavin was fighting KJ. KJ was playing with him. Gavin tried to stab him with a damn pen. Hello. Oh. We don't do that.
Good man, nephew.
He was like, he playing.
Hey, nigga, you ain't born into this family. You was brought in, nigga. We found you, nigga. We bought you, nigga. I'm born in, nigga. This blood.
He had one of them fountain pens. Hello. He's like, oh, my bad, Dad.
You're raising them right. Good man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Defend yourself at all costs.
I have to in this house because I keep my eyes on him, because at any time he's gonna try to punch me in the front or the back. And either way, at his height, it ain't gonna end up good. So
Yeah.
I gotta watch him at all times.
Yeah, you might want to.
Because we at war in this house. Whoever wake up first, the other one gonna get the other one. If I wake up first, I'm jumping on his ass in the bed. It's gotta get you. We'll start off like this today. Shit, summertime. We battling that every day.
He gonna grow up and beat the hell out of you.
It's just a little bit of fun, that's all.
Every time me and my older sister grew up, whatever, always doing some kind of prank to each other while the other person sleeps or whatever. To do some shit like
We used to do that at ODU.
that.
Do what?
Do pranks to each other.
While you sleep.
Like somebody be asleep, you run up and put your toe in their jaw and make it go.
Oh yeah. Like Pat used to hide in the bushes and scare motherfuckers at the web center.
what do you mean? I don't understand. We can
Yeah. You don't remember that shit? I remember that shit.
I remember I used to run out of the bushes and niggas making seal noises.
Yeah, I remember you chased the car one day.
Oh,
You had in Rogers and jumped in the bush and chased the car. I remember all that shit.
No,
Niggas be thinking that you smoke, your memory ain't shit. I remember all this shit.
I was simply at the web center at the food court part, and it's the entrance right there, and then there's that long line of table right there, and it was always like a rug right there that was folded up, and I was as they were coming out, I would tell them, hey, look out for that rug right there, you're going to trip and fall. But they would end up tripping and falling anyway. I wasn't sure if it was from the shock of me screaming at them to warn them of the rug, of course.
Oh, I got another one from the Crazy Pat days. Yeah, I forgot what young lady it was, but we was at the web, and remember you mini kidnapped her. You picked her up for like 5 minutes and just ran off with her, and they came back.
I definitely do not recall that at all.
I do.
That was me.
I do too. I remember all this shit.
That must have been easy.
I could write a book. I could write a book just on the memories I have from us three at ODU.
I'm really trying to remember when did I did that. I'm pretty sure when she was okay.
This was 2000, late 2003, early 2004.
That's when I started.
What's the statute of limitations on kidnapping?
It was a mini kidnap. Matter of fact, he didn't move him more than 15 feet, so it won't even kidnap him, because kidnap, you got to be moving more than 15 feet unwillingly. So he moved it like 5.5, 6. So
why are you an expert on kidnapping law? What the hell what is happening? I'm learning way too much about both of y'all at the same time.
you'd be surprised, but you'd be surprised about shit you got to know.
Oh man,
I got daughters, so I got to know the law. So when they get older, if I got to take one of their boyfriends, I know what the distance I can take him. You know, 14.5 feet. I'm still my legal limit.
We got live, folks. Yeah, from Atlanta. His Padawan into his and via satellite. We got Yeah, I don't remember none of that shit, but yeah.
Well, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Podnas. Show with 3 friends separated by distance, connected by brotherhood, having weekly conversations that you can join in on. As always, I am 1/3 of the Podnas, and this week I am joined in the house with.
Hey, it's the other third of the Podnas, and I am the Padawan, and I'm here. I'm here, y'all. I'm live in the flesh. No hologram. It's Padawan. You know what I'm saying? I'm here, y'all. I'm here. I'm so happy to be here. Headphones dropping out my ears, and I'm along with the dramatic pause.
Face, nigga. His face in the place, man. What's happening, man? No race this week, no mace this week. Just cannabis. Shit. What's going on?
Nothing much. How y'all be? How's everybody?
Inebriated.
If I do say so myself, if I do say so myself.
And I've been laughing for the past, I don't know how long, so should be a good one tonight. And let's get right off into it, man. Everybody good. That's good. Somebody who not good is D.L. Hughley and Monique. For those that have not seen this, apparently they did a comedy show together this past weekend. Both of them apparently were under the impression that they were the headliner. So Monique got up on the stage and was like basically calling DL everything but child of God. And saying that he was acting like a diva and not letting her be the headliner, and that he switched things at the last minute, etc. And her paperwork and her contract said she was supposed to be the headliner, etc. So then they took to social media afterwards, and DL was like, "Hey, you know, I against my better judgment, I worked with this woman. You know, she done had trouble with all these other people, but you know, at the end of the day, you the common denominator, ma'am. I guess it's my turn." So then she came back with something else and was like, you know, unless you're gonna come out with proof and receipt, then don't say nothing, basically. So he came out with proof and receipts. He put out his contract, which basically said that that he was the highest paid, the headliner, and he had choice of the roster order for that evening. So even if she got paperwork saying she's the headliner, the fact that he had that special memorandum in there, that special amendment saying that he had choice of roster, that immediately trumps a lot of other shit. Like, because that means even if he want the headliner, he had the right to choose who goes where. You can call you whatever you want to call. You can pay him whatever you want to pay him, but I can make the headliner go first if I want to, because I have this written into my contract that I'm choosing the order. So I think it's an interesting conversation, but what do y'all think about Monique?
Now,
in this situation in specific, but then, you know, after that broader sense.
In this situation specific, I feel like the way she handled it was very, very childish. Whatever your personal gripe is, handle that accordingly. Sure, you're a comedian. Sure, your job is to bring issues to light, but your personal issues over a contract dispute with another person on the show, that shouldn't have been brought to light on that platform. Just do your show. Have the conversation you need to have afterwards. Still got your bread. Regardless of what position it is, it's an ego thing. It's an ego to go last. My bread was still the same, regardless if I went first or last. My bread is what matters. Now, I may be wrong in this statement, but as far as I know, this is the first time like she's really been back onto something of some substance after being blackballed for a while. And this is
that true? I ain't heard of nothing else. I was asking Pat, you know, he been
I really haven't seen her perform or heard her perform anything like that. But if this is the first thing, you come back like this, regardless if you did have a gripe, this may be how you do. And from what I've seen in the past, when you had personal gripes or you felt like it was something against you, this is how you voice your issue in public. Very boisterous, very negative, very raw, very zealous, if I should say. And then you get the repercussions you get because no one else wants to take it to the same level as you because they're trying to be consummate professionals. Now, in her statements, she mentioned that he opened for the kings and she closed for the queens, but you still consider each other to be royalty. We don't want to see a king and the queen in the public doing this to each other. That's just me. You should be leading as a role model for women, and at your age, that's what I would look to you for. If I'm like, you're supposed to be one of those older Black women who's leading by example, showing these other younger ladies who are doing the wrong thing or go lead the wrong path how to do it. And them voicing their issues on a public platform, calling a man out his name, bringing his family to it, I don't think that's what it would be, or how you would really want the other ones or other ones coming up under you to do. Because reverse the situation. Would we want DL on stage calling her out her name, talking about her family? No, it'd have been something totally different. Something totally different. So I really don't like the way she handled it, but to each his own. If she wanted to handle it like that, that was her choice. I really, really, I can commend DL a little for how he handled it, but he still followed down that path with her. Me personally, I believe in those type of negative situations when you're trying to bring in public and you're trying to just bring me down. I'm gonna just let that shit go. You can't. The situation can't breathe without both of us giving life to it.
Yeah.
But as just Monique as a whole, um, from her earlier career when she was on the early HBO, I forgot what show it was, but it was an HBO show about black comics. They used to come together. They all used to joke on each other and joke. That was the thing. Her, some
Snaps or
more,
some shit like that.
yeah. You feel me? Like from that, she was good because she had that witty banter. I didn't like the Parkers. I didn't like the role she played in the Parkers, like the the fiending, always warring and chasing after men. I didn't like that. I didn't think that gave a good image to black women or just women, period. Her stand-up comedy, cool. It's not my taste, it's not my caliber, but she does hold her own. But for years now, she's been embroiled in these controversies with other people. People have apologized, people have made their peace with her, but the way you go about handling your business is what sets you off or sets you aside from other people. Sure, we all have issues with people. It's the way we deal with it that separates us from animals, separates us from savages. You feel me? Separates us, the intelligent and the professional, from the ignorant and unprofessional. How you handle yourself. And from what I saw on that stage, like, sure, those fans might have liked it, but as someone with a little bit more intelligence, and I'm seeing it for what it really is, I really didn't like that, how that situation was handled, or how it's continued to be handled in the public.
Yeah, I think, well, the only reason he's been out now is because 50 Cent been like backing her. And I think she did like power show it is, but I think she's doing some type of stuff with 50 Cent, and then he got her and Lee Daniels to be cool or whatever, and like we said, I think this is like her first outing since that even all started in general. And all right, I think in some cases, all right, her cases is that women and black women don't get equal pay. I think sometimes some people use black issues. We have talked about some examples and try to ride that train. So whenever they, you know what I'm saying, something is in a disagreement in general, which I think is trash because it's messing up the whole movement in general. Her problem is she wants something a certain way that she wants it. It is not the way that she gets it and the way she wants it to be perceived. She thinks it's a disrespect to her. Whatever. Now, to be blunt, I don't think she's funny. And I don't think she's funny enough to be a headliner over DL Hughley. I don't think DL is the funniest comedian in the world.
Bingo.
But I think he's funnier than Monique. Period. I think if we had a whole nother, if it was all right, if we had add another comedian, all right, let's put Chris Rock up there. All right. Who would be the headliner then?
Chris Rock.
If we had Dave Chappelle then.
Dave Chappelle.
Come on now.
All right. Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx. Well, yeah, Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx. And it's not, and it's just off of star power, period. Star power. Monique has Monique dabbled a little bit in some movies and some TV show sitcoms or whatever, and she has a little bit of star power. But you rank that, all right, I don't think DL Hughley's show was probably that popping. His sitcom or whatever was that popping for that long, but that was in the period where sitcoms were slowly deteriorating on regular TV anyway, in general. But he pulled numbers on his on all of his shows, and we can't forget him on BET. We have like consistent back-to-back showings of DL making people laugh in somewhat way. And he's relevant because he has a podcast and he has a consistent show or whatever. I think it goes down to who is funny. She is not that funny to me. Haven't known her to even be thought of in stand up more than her TV shows in general.
I agree. I definitely second that motion on her not being that funny to me, but I do get why she's funny to others. I get the appeal to somebody.
Yeah,
It's just not appealing to me. I think the overall problem is it's kind of twofold here. So you got one issue of like the thing you brought up about scapegoating like things into like black or being sexist, when sometimes it's just a personal thing that you feel wrong. Doesn't mean that a group of people are being wronged or that it's indicative of somebody else being wrong. It's just you. It's just personally something is going wrong for you. Cool. I think that's one issue, but I think the bigger issue for Monique is the fact that like there's no self-awareness. There's never a point in the recourse or in the aftermath where she goes through and she then like she'll outline everybody else's problems or what they did wrong, but she'll never say like her piece of like, and you know, and I should have said this and I could have said that. You know, like to me, like for proper self-reflection or just to be a proper adult with certain type of situations like this, like you
Or
gotta
at
be
least some
willing.
type of so at least some sense of humility.
Yeah, like I feel like you gotta be like completely objective to be reflective. Like when a lot of times when I look back at situations, I'll still remember everything the other person said or did. Like that was fucked up. But I'll also see, all right, but I could have said something better here. So even though they did do that, I could have did something better here that might have steered it in a better direction. You know what I mean? Like I still see my parts and like, oh, I got smart right here and I shouldn't have, oh man. And then I walked off right there. So that was, you know what I mean? So I see my pieces. I think her problem is she never sees her pieces. So she keeps repeating the same mistakes with different people. But it keeps coming back to the same outcome of like her feeling wrong, her having an issue. Sometimes it might even be like a legitimate contractual issue. Like she might be right contractually.
Yeah.
But then she fucks it up and messes up the relationship behind that contract by going into the public and like bad mouthing people. Like it's one thing for you to feel wrong. It's one thing for you to feel like, okay, my contract said this didn't work. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is go to the person you signed the contract with, because I guarantee it wasn't DL. So the first thing I'm gonna do is who's this other person, who's this other signature on the contract? Let me go talk to you. Yeah. Why is this like this? What's happening? Then DL might not even know what's going on. Let me go holler at him real quick. Like if he's supposed to be your brother in comedy and all that before this happened, then why can't you just go have a conversation with him and be like, hey, you know, my contract say this. What your contract say? Hey man, well, how you want to handle this? And then y'all work out something and maybe compromise. He might have been cool with you doing it if you had to just did it on the slick tip and y'all could have worked it out or whatever. And y'all, hey, well, look, you get this amount of time, I get this amount of time. We split it up evenly, but you go on last so that you can still, you know, fulfill like your contract is, whatever the case may be. I don't know. You know what I mean? But like, I think the messy shit is how she keeps getting messed up and getting blackballed and feeling like people don't want to deal with it. I don't think it's necessarily blackballed. I think that in most things in life, from what I've seen, like, all right, so like my homeboy today, right? Y'all know Chewy, one of the Chewy homeboys. I got him on and coaching at he was coaching through a situation that I had set up or whatever, right? And now he just got on at a high school coach. So he done upgraded his thing through the pipeline. And it was all based off of like relationships and like, yeah, hard work and results. But like at the end of the day, you can have 5 people with hard work and results. I'm gonna pick the person that I fuck with or that I feel like I'm gonna enjoy working with or that's gonna be most easy and pleasant to deal with on a day-to-day basis business wise.
Yeah.
I think that goes back to her. Like people don't want to deal with you. It ain't necessarily that you blackballed. It's more just people don't enjoy being around you, so they choose other people because it's easier. And I think that's how most things in life work. And I think she misses that. Like it's not who you know. I mean, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And once you know those people, you got to kind of treat them right or treat them like you kind of got to be on good terms with folks if you want to keep getting jobs, especially if you're not the person that's producing. Now, if you want to go ahead and just stop talking shit, spend the money, produce all your own shit. You set up your own comedy shows. You pay the venue, you do whatever. Like I think Kev on stage does something like that where they go out and they book the venues themselves and all of that, and he sets up his own lineup and they tour. Do something like that, Monique, where you're in complete control. You know what everything is gonna say. You know ain't nobody gonna get the same contract as you because you're the one doing it. Like then you have that say so, and then it's not put on other people. But as long as you're going to be working with or partnering with or working under other people, then you kind of gotta go along a little bit. You kind of gotta be nice a little bit, like be
You gotta
pleasant.
go and want to get along.
And even if you have a discrepancy, like maybe not do it publicly. Like I ain't saying don't fight your fight. I'm definitely not saying that. I'm all about advocating for yourself, but like maybe do that shit through the proper channels. Maybe have the actual proper conversations with the people in person behind the scenes and do the proper due diligence that way instead of bringing it to us in the public who really can't do shit for you. Like you telling us out here, like if I'm in that audience at that comedy show, right, and you come out on stage and you like, yeah, and these motherfuckers and this nigga DL and this, that, and the third, I'm sitting in the audience like, ha ha, okay. I guess you're gonna still have that problem when we're done because I have nothing to do with this, man. It's like what, like you're not even solving the problem, so now you just fucking up a bridge and still have the problem. I can see if you was doing it and you protesting outside their offices, where at least maybe you gonna get some recourse or some type of action based off of your movements. But you out here preaching to the people that can't do shit.
I think she addicted to like the social media viral moment or something like that. Because that's the only thing I could think of that it was like, oh, if I say this, I know I can get a couple of clicks, a couple of viral moments, a couple of blogs talking about me. I mean, that's what happened. Because outside of this, what else do you know about it? How do people consume like pretty much up to date trends and shit now, social media or whatever? And I think I kind of give DL a leeway on his response because I feel like somewhere down the line he only came that way on social media because this popped up on social media like later on, like just because of that. And because I'm away right now, I'm seeing this on whatever chair I'm sitting on or whatever while I'm relaxing or whatever, looking at my phone. I'm gonna just put something out right now. Hey, here's my receipts. This is all I want to do right now. That's all I want to say right now. Put this out, and that's it, pretty much. But I just feel like she be trying to. I don't know. I think she going on a narrative, and I feel like she's pretty much trying to just go ride this narrative on and on until she can just keep doing, until she can get whatever like 15 minutes of fame out of. I think Tiz had to run out right quick. But yeah. And my other point, she just not funny to me, man. I'm sorry. It's not been a point of time. I always thought Parker's was goofy. It's never been a point of time. I just had
I really never found none of like I always say, to each his own. But
yeah.
at the end of the day, I don't find like any piece of her body work to be hilarious or yeah.
Yeah.
But uh, and people, I don't want people like, you don't like female. Yeah, I love female comedians. Some more is funny to me.
Yeah.
Um, what's the girl? To me, a comedian named Takara, something like that.
Yeah, she's funny.
She's funny as hell.
Who?
Carl.
Takara. Um,
Oh yeah. She used to work in the
even
prison or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
even Thea Vidal, she got a couple good sets to me.
No,
So
she's pretty hilarious. Thea.
you feel me? So it's
Yeah.
not that I don't like female comedians. I just don't like the comedic stylings or what she has to say, Monique. I'm just sorry. That's my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion, just like everyone else is. Like I always say,
Wow.
opinions and assholes. Everybody has one of each. But
I got a controversial opinion.
mhm.
I don't really care for female comedian. I think females can be funny as shit, but most of the funny females that I know, they're not comedians. They either regular people or they might be actresses or something like that, but they're not like people that do that for a living for some reason. Like the people that do that for a living for some reason, I don't necessarily find them funny. Like I can't recall like a female comedian set that made me laugh out loud. Like I get the humor. I'm not saying that they're not humorous or that like they're not like smart in their comedy. It's just something about, I don't know whether it's the delivery. I don't know what it is.
I find that a lot of female comedians like are overly raunchy. Like it's like that's just me. You feel me? Somebody else may say something else. Men say all this. Yeah, men say a lot of things to a certain extent, but I feel like women go overly just to try to show they can go there like a man does, and just instead of staying in whatever pocket they feel comfortable in. Like I'm not saying women have a place in comedy, but whatever pocket you feel comfortable in, like there's some comedians that do a lot of impressions, and that's their pocket. They don't do storytelling. They do impressions.
You know who funny?
Who?
Dominique.
With the curly head.
She from DC. She was on Black Jesus.
Yeah.
She funny as shit. Now I take that, but yeah, she funny as shit. Like she had me weak. She hilarious.
Oh, I'm not gonna be PC about this description. The manly looking. She on SNL now.
Big Leslie?
Yeah.
She loud as hell.
Yeah.
She loud as shit. I don't think she funny like that. She just loud. She just be yelling at me with them black air guns.
I see one.
Gonna look like mine. Like I don't know what deficiency she got, but I got the same one. But I don't like nothing that look like me yelling at me.
Like
maybe want to punch in your shit. Like, what the fuck is you yelling at me like that, man?
Her delivery is very unique. I say that.
Ain't none over 6'2" supposed to be yelling at folk.
Yeah.
At that point, you are a threat.
Yeah. Y'all seen the SNL skit when she made Drake sit on her lap, right?
No. But that nigga like 6'1", 6'2". So how the hell you got that big ass? Like, what the fuck?
She bigger than Drake, nigga.
God damn, yo, that's a big woman, boy.
She like, sit down. No, for real. Sit down.
And you better, cause if she grab you, nigga, that shit over. I don't give a damn how good your hands is. She one of them type of strongs. Like, she look like I don't give a damn what your fisticuffs is like. If she grabbed you, that shit is over. Like you might be able to bob and weave and stick and move, but if she get one of these here, one of them what's that movie, Money Talk? Y'all seen Faison Love when he grabbed Chris Tucker? If she get one of them on your shoulders, he grabbed you like this. If she get one of them grips, nigga, it's a wrap. She about to choke slam the fuck out of you. No, nigga. Faison Love when they was in prison with Chris Tucker. And Chris Tucker was on Money Talks. And that nigga was in the jail cell. And that nigga Chris Tucker was talking about how he got beat up or something like that. That nigga Faison Love was like, oh, they grabbed you? They grabbed you like this?
Big Les like Terry Crews' sister.
Yo, Big Lazy. That's a I'm telling you, yo, that's Andre the Giant daughter. Oh God, yo. She would be yo.
She look like Terry Crews' big.
That's Shaq's sister.
But yeah, back to what we were saying, Monique ain't funny.
I think I don't care if she's funny though, because I feel like it's a lot of comedians that's dudes that ain't funny. I think it comes down to at the end of the day with her. Fix your attitude, man. Like stop being so ornery and up in arms. Like I think there's a thin line between like seeing things for what they are in society and looking for a conspiracy everywhere, even in places there aren't one. And I think she's kind of gone overboard to the place where like sometimes it may just be a mistake. Talk to the promoter. Just that. Yeah. Have you done that? At no point in her rant did she say, and I spoke to the promoter after that. And then like it's just I feel slighted. I'm gonna spaz. And then like, yeah, you might be right somewhere in there, but now your message gets lost in the fuckery. Like, just chill out. Everything ain't gotta be like somebody said, I think it was Barkley, yo. Don't burn the house. You ain't gotta burn the house down just to move. You know what I'm saying? Like you can accomplish some stuff. You can use a scalpel instead of a chainsaw.
Damn right.
And I think she need to get a little bit more tactful. Like I'm not mad at some of her fights. I think the way she chooses to engage in those fights is horrible for her cause, and her fights get lost. And then she ends up losing the fight because, yeah. But yeah, man. Don't be like Monique. What?
She's just loud and things like
that. Don't have any business like she do. Please be professional.
Yeah, don't act like Monique.
Be professional. Nothing wrong with voicing your feelings and how you feel about situation, but it's always how you do it, because you can't say everything everywhere. I just say it like that. You really can't.
That part.
So, with this conversation, with the Monique shit, it actually brought my idea for my topic this week. Because of she just reminds me of a certain. Just when I heard of this whole thing and I found out the parts about it and I'm reading on it and I'm watching this bullshit, it felt like she just want to keep people in her realm. You feel me? Like she just want to keep other people down. So this brought me to an age-old saying, crabs in a barrel mentality. You feel me? Like crabs never want to see another crab getting out the barrel. You try to get up, they're gonna keep pulling you back down. Do y'all think that model or that ideology still exists in today's world?
Yeah, hell yeah. I think, yeah, hell yeah. I think it's probably more prevalent than it has been at any other time, because it's easier to be a crab now, because it's like you have the internet, you have chat rooms, forums, social media, like you have all of these ways to get your opinion about things out. You know what I mean? So I think it allows more for hive mind mentality, and like that mentality of like, okay, this person's doing something good, y'all. Let's go attack them. Like, if you look at just like YouTube culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'll watch a community of people, right? All be creators, and they'll all be supporting each other. And then as soon as one of them kind of get big or get a special endorsement or a brand deal or they sign to something, and then like they about to blow up, everybody will start hating on that person and talking shit about them. But it's like you was just all gung-ho for this person. Like, you're so great. You're amazing. Congratulations. Good job. And as soon as they doing better than y'all, now it's, we don't like him. His content has gone bad. Like, look at them FaZe clans and all of them little online content creation groups, they got constant turnover. Because they always like, as soon as somebody get too big, oh, well, we got to get rid of you. Nope, you're bigger. Let's just get you up out of here. You know what I mean? And I think it goes to most people in life. You have your outliers, but people who do not fit this mold are truly outliers, in my opinion. Most people in life have low self-esteem and have a lot of insecurities. That's my general opinion, and I think that it shines through in like group settings where like there's a hierarchy. If you can win something, you will see how much insecurity comes out with everybody that doesn't win something. Those that are secure,
Mm-hmm.
they'll immediately start working on how to win the next thing. They'll congratulate the person that won, study, and get to work. Though most people in that group, though, will whine, complain, blame, do a whole bunch of other shit because they really insecure. It's too hard to do the shit that make you really be great. It's too hard to actually sit there and do the work to get back to where you were before all of this, Monique. So it's easier to keep blaming everybody else for why something ain't right. Did you have a full set to go out there with? Or did you use this as an excuse to go out there and have something to talk about for the first 15 minutes of your set? Were you unprepared? Because again, like you said, Face, she might have been doing some house shows or some touring that we didn't like, that wasn't publicized, but this is the first heavily publicized thing that we've heard about. So for me, I'm looking at it like, now I don't even know if you had a full set or what the situation is, because you fucked that up, that journey up for me as an audience. So I think it just goes back to like, check your self-esteem, get some therapy, get some healing, and then come back. Because as long as you're broken, you're going to keep treating folk fucked up. And you're going to keep ending up back in this situation where you're blaming everybody else, but you still the common denominator in it being a problem somewhere. Like the first time, it might be the other person. Second time, might be the other person. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. At that point, you the common denominator. Maybe it's you, Slick. And crabs in the barrel apply there. Like most people have low self-esteem, so they pull each other down because it's easier to do that than to do the work to actually be on the level with somebody else. Like, I see you get a good job instead of me saying, well, damn, let me see what he did. You say you studied. Oh, you went to that class and got that certification? Oh, shit. How long that take? 3 years? Okay. Yeah, instead of me sitting there and taking them 3 years to get that certification, it's easy for me to just say, well, let me see how I can pull you back down to where I'm at. Then I can feel better about myself. And then me and you could be on the same level again and have conversations. You can feel better. And we can complain about the same shit again like we was doing. But as soon as you stop complaining and say, well, I'm going to actually do something about my complaint, now people mad.
I think technology has evolved a lot of things. Now that all those things are worth evolving, and that crab in the barrel mentality it turns into certain little trends from time to time in the social media world. Like, oh shit, I sound like I'm probably mumbling the whole time. But anyway, yeah. What I was saying is that I think technology evolves a lot of shit that just shouldn't be evolved, and those trends in general. Am I still sounding stupid? I still sounding cool. Am I good? Microphone check 1 2. Hey, we live too. Anyway, he keep looking at me. He keep looking at me like, what the fuck? And I'm like, all right, am I looking? What the fuck's going on? Anyway.
Boy, I'm gonna spit all this damn water out. God damn.
Oh man. Oh man.
Nigga, just speak up. That's all. Just stop mumbling and speak up. That's all.
Oh man, but yeah, everybody is petty as fuck now because of technology, and that excites the crab in apparel. I said apparel, like apparel. I said that all wrong.
What they wearing clothes too?
Yeah,
Crabs in
they
apparel.
usually do. They usually do while they do.
Crabs got on that AC-83.
StarTrekClothing.com.
ARTRE. I'm not spelling clothes.
There you go, damn it.
Oh
But
yeah.
I digress. Do y'all feel like this ideology is more prevalent in our community, or does it span all of society?
I think our community just has way more of a media spotlight on it. Because for some reason, media and society has this weird fetish with black people doing crazy shit,
I think
for lack of a better way of saying.
I'm gonna say I don't know, first of all, just because it's hard to say what other cultures are doing because I'm not in them other cultures.
Yeah, that's true.
But what I will say is I would assume it's about equal, but I think the difference between us and other cultures is that we do it more publicly. I think other cultures would just cut your throat behind closed doors. Like I think that same situation between two white comics would have led to that white comic being blackballed behind the scenes, and all of a sudden you just don't hear about them no more. As opposed to it being a on stage thing. You know what I mean? Like every once in a while they had they shit like when they fucked over Carlos Mencia and got him up out of here. But that was more of a every comedian against this one nigga. You know what I mean? But as far as like in general, as far as each culture, I think all cultures do it. I think that a lot of them are a little more clandestine and discreet in the way that they do it. So we don't get to see it necessarily. But I would venture to say this probably about equal. I think everybody got fuck shit with them, man. I think we all just fucked up human beings, and then, you know, some of us just have different color patterns.
I agree. I believe we all got our own fucked up shit, but only I feel like only three groups of people shit get highlighted. Everybody else shit just gets overlooked. You feel me? If you ain't black, white, or of some Spanish origin, I feel like your culture's bullshit don't really get highlighted, don't get publicized, don't get put out there. And I say this because America has every damn culture. So it's media coverage every goddamn where. So I know it's fuck shit going on in every state. You feel me? So show the fuck shit from other cultures to media, give a adequate viewpoint of national fuck shit, not just the mundane same old shit. You feel me?
Right.
Show what is real. Show what's out there. Don't just keep focusing on the same shit, because when you just keep showing the old humbug same shit, people will get normalized. Oh, that's what these people do. That happens to these people. No, motherfucker, it happens to every goddamn body.
I wonder, is it just because like it's the country we live in? Like I wonder if we was in another country with that shift, like would it be a different group of people that was more highlighted, or a different groups of people that were highlighted? You know what I mean? Like I wonder, is it because in America, like our major three groups are like black, white, and non-black.
America is like the Hunger Games for black people in entertainment. Like they found a way to look at crazy shit that they want to look and see or whatever, but they don't want to get involved in it enough to get the backlash. Like I feel like there's other I see news articles and things like that of people going through the same shit of different cultures. It just doesn't get blown up as much. Like you'll see like a whole bunch of like different one random black celebrity, one rapper, um, some actor that's black or whatever, and you'll see other like off to the side, you might see maybe one thing, but if the actor of the other culture is big enough and that they can't hide it, it'll run fan, but it just doesn't happen that often. So being that it doesn't happen that often, they fill it up with black people.
Are we to blame, or do we pump that shit up when it's one of our people so they keep feeding it?
I think
Or
we
what do y'all think?
I think it's I think partly we're to blame, and I think we're partly to blame because I think in the back of our head subconsciously we're surprised that we even seeing black people on TV.
Oh,
Like seriously, which is crazy because according to Nielsen, population wise, black people watch TV the most. We we engage with television the most, or whatever.
we are a huge demographic.
Which explains why we have so much black media all of a sudden because they realize that hey, once again, that black dollar is worth something in a different field. Whatever.
Yeah,
That's real.
yeah.
It's just that
That
everybody.
black dollar, and the black dollar is worth something to everybody else, but it ain't worth shit in the black community. 'Cause it ain't
Own
spent
shit.
there. That.
Big fact.
Need to own shit.
So
But you know what though? While we here, and you made that good point, I want to ask that, like, is it all fault though? What like I can't speak to everything, right? But the fact that the black dollar doesn't circulate in our community, is that our fault? Because I go back again. I remember we talked about that one time. I went to that wing spot and the wings was like this big.
Mhm.
I think
Like
it's a
like
dual thing.
like I noticed we also tend to have more of like, even to the point of like, if you go to a hood McDonald's, right? It'll be
Mhm.
staffed completely by people that look like you, but they'll all treat you bad. And then you'll go to another McDonald's, same shitty food, but it'll be staffed by people that don't look like you and they'll treat you amazing. Like, I
Mhm.
wonder, is it us? Like, because we treat our own people, we're more impatient with our own. We have a worse attitude. We have our own set of stereotypes that we put on our own people. So then, like, when we open businesses, we treat them fucked up and give them less quality so they don't frequent us.
Hey,
I think it's a dual thing. Because when you break it out into the interview with Ali Sadiq earlier, I forgot what platform he was on. He was speaking on this one, something like the same topic, the black dollar circulating in the black community. But I say it's a dual problem because, in essence, a lot of these black-owned places are really not black-owned. You feel me? Y'all, you basically manage it black because where are you getting your product from? To be black-owned, in essence, everything in the whole process needs to be black. You feel me? So if you're a grocer and you say this is a black-owned grocery store, are you getting your black food? Are you getting your food from a black farmer or black supply, or something like that? You feel me? Like, is the money being cycling? So the people that's coming in, you feel me? Like, sure, as a customer, I expect a certain quality regardless of where I go. Black establishment, white establishment, anything. But when I go into a black establishment, I expect a different type of experience. I myself am expecting, damn, it's a black owned place. Bow. It's gonna be a different vibe in here. But I know myself that's wrong in essence because I'm setting myself up for failure.
But you
Because
know what though?
instead of just going into it as just an open experience as I would go in anywhere else, as like, okay, I'm going Red Lobster. I don't think, okay, this gonna be a different experience. No, I know I'm going to a restaurant. I shouldn't feel no different as far as going to a black owned restaurant, but in the same essence, the treatment I get should still be the same regardless of where I go. But
But
when the
that's what I'm
treatment is
saying.
bad, you feel me? That's why I say it's a dual
That's what I'm
part.
saying.
It's a dual. That's why I say
I
it's dual.
think we have the, like, stereotypes don't come from nowhere, right? Like, I think you're always gonna have bad customers. Okay, black people may not tip. True. Let's go there, right? Think of every bad black customer stereotype you can think of, right? At the end of the day, if I'm a business manager I guess me thinking of how business works. Business works again off of like a handshake and a smile. How you leave people. Like most of the time in business meetings, them people are sitting there zoned out, but they'll remember the joke that somebody said or the way they left feeling. If they left on a laugh, they'll remember that. If they left on a damn, I ain't feel comfortable, they're gonna remember that more than the actual conversation. So like a lot of times I feel like as black people, like even if we are the manager, right? Say you're the manager and you're not the owner of the franchise. If I keep going in as a customer and I may be the customer that tips every time, even when you treat me like shit, I'm gonna still give you a good tip just because I used to work in service, so I get it, right? But if I keep going into these establishments and I keep getting treated bad by the black people in these establishments, what happens is over time, it builds up a thing so that even when I go into this black owned establishment, as soon as you give me attitude, now I don't want to come here no more. I ain't gonna give you a second time to fuck me up because I done built up this thing. And I think it comes to like, we gotta treat us better. Like,
I'm glad you
like if the manager treats you good and you get a good, you keep getting a good experience from the black people that serve you, that treat you, that run these places, that manage these things, that may even be on the service level where they're the server, the cashier, the whatever, right? If you keep getting a good experience from them, when you go into a black business, you're going to be more likely to give them the benefit of the doubt because you got these, it's just like anything else. You got these banked experiences of like positive experience from people who look like you. So it makes you more likely to roll with, frequent, give benefit of the doubt to, give you a second chance. Because I've had all these other good experiences. So maybe this is just your bad day. Because it can't be that it's just like that. But when every time you going into these establishments, the ratio of good to bad is 90% of like, damn, why'd you have an attitude with me like that? Damn, why you fuck my order up and then fuss at me? Damn, why you throw the food in there like that? Damn, why the food look like that? Like, if you keep getting all these experiences and there's not enough positive to offset that, then you're already fucking your own people over. Because now when you open up your business and I come in and I see that same face that was serving me and was fucked up, I'm already looking like, oh, damn. As opposed to looking like, oh, hell yeah. You feel me? And I think that goes to like, it may be regional. It may be dependent upon the neighborhood, because there may be, I'm sure there's neighborhoods where like the general black businesses are thriving because those black businesses have built up good reputations. But I'm talking about in general, like as I've traveled the nation and stuff, I know this is mainly in this country, because you go to a place like Jamaica or somewhere, like the lowliest little side corner store, the lowliest little person selling you salt fish and ackee on the side of the road. It's all beautiful experience. Blessings. Hey, like I'm happy to serve you. I'm happy that you're coming to give me your money and trade for my goods. It's a pleasant experience. I just feel like we should do that more. And then we wouldn't have like black businesses would thrive more, because every black business I keep going to, no matter what community the black business is in, they're surrounded by all these Asians and Latinos and Caucasians and all these other people who, when I go in, I'm getting greeted with a smile. Welcome to Moe's. Then I go right across the street to where Keisha works.
You got a Moe's down there too?
Yeah. But I go right across the street, and then Keisha looking at me like, what you want? Like, damn, like why? Why are you mad at the people that look like you for coming in? You should be excited.
I think it's we have a bad, great self-love thing with our people or whatever. I feel like concept. With black people, we're so used to hearing bad stuff about us and in general, is that when you come up, you already expect something bad or whatever. And that might be on both sides, pretty much. Now that might be on the side of, all right, as soon as I walk into this establishment, this doesn't look too up to par, so I'm expecting some bad customer service or whatever. Or from the worker side or whatever, they might have had a whole bunch of bad black customers at that time. and they're black themselves, so they're expecting another load. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can't expect that. Now, with you having a ratio, I saw it. I'm sorry.
Of the load.
Oh. As far as like traffic of people. Or what? I don't forgot what the fuck I was going to say. But all right. I think in general we just have so much like low self love for our own people or whatever. So we always expect something bad. I'm not just saying that on your experience itself. I'm also saying it on the worker side of it. And then it's always all right. The job. I also think that we kind of have a self arrogance about us, where all right, we're at this job and we think we're better than this job or whatever, and the circumstances that go along with having this job. That could be part of that too.
But watch a white person walk into that same establishment and watch them get treated great. Oh, thank you. How are you doing? Yes. That be the shit that trip me out. Those are the experiences that I think leave bad taste in people's mouth. I feel what you're saying. I ain't try. You and Face are probably right. It probably is like a duality to it, like of like both ends from the buyer and the supplier.
Always
there's an issue,
just
but
to speak on outside of experience. Now, watching a customer and watching a black person at work, you feel me? I watched this same black person deal with black people and everybody of every other culture. This person used to work loss prevention at a retail store. I just sat back and watched this. It's an older person, older black person. This person would check no black person receipt. I don't care what you had, she wouldn't check your receipt. But if you was white, she checked your goddamn receipt every time. I don't care what you had. You have a piece of gum, I didn't check your receipt. I didn't check your receipt. And I didn't catch it at first until a white person brought it to my attention. She's like, why does she only check white people receipts? She don't check anybody black receipt. I was like, excuse me? I was about to say something like, why would you say, now stop. I was like, let me sit back and watch too. She's like, I sat back and watched for like 10 minutes. She does a lot. She keeps doing it. Like, okay, I'm going to tell you. Only white people. Did she stop and check? Go ahead. I went to her, asked her. She denied it. I'm like, I don't do that. Like I sat there and watched you for like 15 minutes. Only check white people. When like 50 black people walk by you, you check the 5 white people, no black people. So you give off this. So you get people not wanting to come here no more because you let the black person working in the store, regardless of what your personal experience is, you brought your personal experience here now and taking that out on different customers. You feel me? So we not only do it to ourselves, but we do it to others too. On some old bullshit. I don't know why. But
yeah, maybe I would say that's an outlier.
Maybe. Yeah. Because you got both ways though, because I've seen the other culture do it the same way. And it's for some reason it's expected to be the other way, but when it's us doing it to them, it's so shock and awe.
I will also say it also depends on the industry, because in the job that I work at, I have less problems with black people. If it's a problem with black people, they already know what it is. I need to pay the bill. That's it.
How do you treat people at your job?
The exact same way I treat anybody else.
With respect, though.
Respect.
That's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
your experience is going to be different than what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like you're a person that treats people with respect. So like if you opened a business tomorrow in that same industry and those customers like got to see your face every time you did your job or whatever, like, and they remember that, they gonna come to your business and be like, oh great, I remember him. It's Padawan. He helped us last week. Remember, he was an awesome guy. He was so nice. That's a different experience than the average experience. I'm talking like, again, we're talking outliers versus like the general. Like I'm talking more in generalities. Like yes, I have had black businesses that have treated me immaculately, and I will support them to the end. But my general experience has not been so positive. And when I speak to other people who are like pro-black and stuff, a lot of them have a lot of issues with, like, there are certain ones that are like, yeah, these are great. But then these 30 over here, yeah, that had bad shipping. Didn't send me all my product. Couldn't get in touch with them no more. Cursed me out when I asked for my shit. Never showed up to actually supply the service. Showed up drunk to my kid's birthday party. Like, you get all of these types of things are like unprofessional, like bad attitude. And it's like, when you look at those same businesses or same people, a lot of times the thing that makes me sad is a lot of times if you look at their interactions with people that don't look like them, it's a much more positive experience. And I think that's more like speaking back to Face's original point of like that crabs in the barrel. It's like, I think it goes to like, we have a real bad issue of like making it known that we mad that you're doing better than us.
Yeah.
As opposed to championing you so that you can keep doing better than us and then pull us up. Instead of us hoping that you pull us up with you, we'd rather pull you down. Which is dumb as hell. But yeah, you good money, champ. You remember where it's at and shit? Bet it up. But yeah, like I definitely think it just goes back to what you had originally said, the crab in the barrel shit. Like we really have a problem with that. And I don't know whether that's black specifically. It may just be we experiencing more with blacks because we're black. But I definitely think that America has an issue with that.
Yeah.
And capitalism makes it like that, yeah.
Oh yeah, I think like wherever capitalism is, you got that everybody dog. It's like that so-called dog eat dog shit. So everybody's fighting and scratching, so they're willing to so-called do whatever they gotta do to the next man to get further and get past and stepping on them, get a ladder. But I mean, at the end of the day, that mentality. Stepping on the next man to get what you got to get. Stepping on somebody till you burning that bridge. You feel me? Like, take me back to that Monique shit. It's just to keep doubling back. The way you carry shit, you burning bridges that you may want to cross. That you may want to cross in the future. So I mean,
what they said, be kind to the people you pass on the way up, because you're gonna have to pass them same people on the way back down. Like, and you want to make sure that experience passing them back down is pleasant.
Exactly.
You don't want it to be a lot of mocking and finger pointing because that shit don't feel too good. So like, I think that goes back to like what even Pat was saying. Like, his experience is gonna be way different than the average person that we talking about, because I think it starts with respect. Like you gotta lead with some level of respect for the fellow man. And I think that's what Monique is missing. I think that's what leads to crab and barrel. Like, you don't have a respect. It's a respect thing. Like, I can't pull you back down if I respect you. I may even feel jealous, but it would be hard for me to act on that jealousy and turn it into actual behavior or an action if I respect you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, because I don't think that it's wrong necessarily, or like people can help feeling jealous sometimes. Like, I get that. That's almost a natural thing, you know what I mean? And especially if, again, the average person walking the street is insecure. So I think that's normal. But I think when you lack respect, man, like, that's what leads you to turn those things into behaviors. And now I'm pulling you back down. Now I'm finding a way to besmirch your name, or I'm finding a way to put down your brand, or, you know what I'm saying, do something damaging to you because I'm mad. And really, I'm just mad at me and my situation because I didn't do enough, or I won't funny enough, or I won't brave enough, or I won't cool enough, or smart enough, or creative enough, or whatever it is enough. You know? Yeah. Haters, man.
Stop being negative to those who trying to be positive.
Yeah, that part. But I tell you what ain't negative. Sometimes, man, even the fuckery can be good, and you can find good in the fuckery.
What time is it?
It is officially. Oh, it's that time. It's that time. It's that time.
Mm.
This is episode 79. This episode 79.
Yes, sir.
All right. Live from Atlanta. Episode 79.
Good and fuckery.
Guns. Guns.
Don DeMarco.
Yo, it's actually been this week.
What?
It's been really.
No, it has been pretty chill this week. I ain't gonna even front. It has been pretty
chill.
pretty
It's been
calm.
really chill. I want to say first off because I really like this movie, and I like this actor. He was a legend. But rest in peace to Ray Liotta.
Oh damn!
Good fella.
What did he die of?
Man, I think he died.
He was pretty old, I'm
he
sure.
died in his sleep. 67 or whatever. I ain't say anything about drugs.
Well, hopefully he went peacefully.
Yeah.
God bless him. Rest in peace. Definitely a mob movie legend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yeah. But that was the one thing I was kind of hurt about that because that was like one of them, even in those movies that he wasn't in a mob movie or whatever, that I'll catch him on randomly. Like, oh shit, that's Ray Liotta. He's still a great actor.
He was a good actor.
Yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to say that first. Whatever.
Rest in peace.
Oh,
I'm tired of starting off good and fucking with rest in peace.
Yeah.
Shit is getting like ridiculous.
And I'll be thinking like with technology the way it is and everything, is it that we just so high in technology that we're getting this information at a high and like fast rate that it just seems like it's happening all the time, but it's really actually happened naturally? We just noticing it more.
Not with celebrity deaths now.
True.
I feel like celebrity deaths have always been a thing that came out pretty quickly because they're celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the rate at which I'm hearing on the news, oh, this celebrity died. Oh, this celebrity died. I feel like it's like I don't remember as a kid it being a weekly thing where I was losing a celebrity.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
And Ray Liotta is like one of the few that's like, okay, he was old, died in his sleep. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Most of them have been like 50s and under that have been passing. So it's been like either murders, tragic circumstances, or like overdoses and shit. It's like been shit that's like, oh, you didn't see that one coming. You know what I mean? It used to be a lot of the celebrity deaths. Most of them would be like, oh, that nigga was old as hell anyway. Even if he did die of some other circumstances, that nigga was like 70. All right, it makes sense.
Yeah.
You got more celebrities, so you're gonna have more deaths.
Say more.
True. I was thinking that too. Like
More people at this time, at no other time did you have more people being famous because of our technology that we have, because of social media. People are famous of all different type of means. So you got a lot of different people that's famous. Take a young guy like Juice WRLD. You remember?
Yeah.
10, 20 years ago, somebody of his age would have died the way he died. You feel me? That's a rapper. Nowadays, with the social media popularity and everybody knowing everybody, so getting famous is a lot easier. These motherfuckers dying right and left.
Yeah.
But if being famous wasn't so easy, they still be neighborhood famous. Everybody else wouldn't know about them, but they still be dying.
Big facts.
Big facts. Then it's like we have, back in the day, you had TV for a certain amount of time and then it cut off. Then in the 90s, back in the day, I mean the 80s, in the 90s, we started having cable bitch, but cable.
Cable bitch.
All right.
Cable bitch.
All right. So we started having cable, which was more TV than more 24-hour television in general. So that increased the rate of it or whatever. Now it seems like we have more avenues to get there or whatever. It still might not be as effective as the other ways, because I just feel like we had less celebrity. Like the celebrity card is like thrown out there as soon as you get that blue check from Twitter or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of feel like that's kind of the part of the I would meant, like it just now it just seems like it's technology creating more death.
Some old Black Mirror shit right there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Indirectly.
I think it's possible that technology may play a higher role, and I definitely know technology plays a role in like the higher suicide rate. I definitely would agree with that. I definitely think that like more people having access and being plugged into like a constant stream of people's opinions about them and the world around them, like has to like play into like higher rates of depression and anxiety disorders and
a lot of
other conditions that can lead to like people being a little more manic or suicidal. So
a lot of electromagnetic pulses running around in the air and the web.
I would like to see a study done to see if with the advances in technology and social media has the rates of divorce going up.
That's why I said
I would think so.
That's why I said
I would too.
And I wouldn't even consider it about cheating. I would think it's just, I think the biggest problem with social media, past the lack of communication and all that, I think the biggest problem is the constant comparing your life to this fictionalized version of someone else's life. So it constantly has people stuck in this grass is greener syndrome. Where they're constantly thinking that somebody else's relationship is more successful, their business is doing better, they're making more money, they're dressing better, their life is cooler, their kids are more well behaved. Like they have all of these false thoughts of like this one snapshot of this person's life, not realizing that like before this video it could have been hell. Right after this video it could have been hell, and probably was.
In between.
But you caught them staging a good moment. Like that's kind of what a lot of the shit is. And I think people forget that. So I think that's what ties into a lot of all of the other shit. Like it make people overeat because now I'm depressed because my body don't look like this person who just an airbrush the fuck out of it, put this filter on it that made them look amazing. But my body don't look like that in real life, because in real life I don't have that filter on my eyes. My eyes is regular. Only way I get a filter on my eyes in real life is if I get a cataract.
I just got a fucked up phone call, so I just posted this up here so I can feel better about my day.
Right.
What if they develop a technology where you could have a filter, different filters implanted, so you could change how you see motherfuckers. So when you look in the mirror, you see yourself as you want to see yourself.
That would be dope.
And scary.
The problem would be when you forget that you don't really look like that, and the world reminds your ass because they don't got that same filter turned on, and they see you for you, and they like, whoa, you are looking horrible today. And you like, what? I thought I was beat to the god. No, ma'am.
No.
Oh, damn, man. I thought I had been looking like I was lifting weights. No, sir, you look fat and flabby.
Technically, if you stay on social media long enough, you'll see that same situation. Because people have all kinds of filters, and some people have the same filter each time.
But that's what I'm saying.
And then
when the real world hit them in real life and people around them are like, you don't look like that, though.
That's what it is.
Like, that's why I'm a big fan of like, fuck a filter. I don't even want to know how to work them filters. Like, original, See all the blemishes and marks and moles and scars and whatever else. Cause I can't live up to that standard. Cause tomorrow I'm gonna forget to put that shit on.
Like,
And you're gonna see the real shit anyway. It don't need to be surprising the hell out you. Let me just go ahead and shock you the first time. Hey nigga, this is what I look like.
if it's like
I'm gonna look like this again
shit,
tomorrow.
If it's like some artsy shit or something like that, I can make the picture look like it's from the 70s.
Now that makes
Some
sense
shit
to me.
like
Some
that.
fun shit.
I fucks with that.
Oh, I make me into a superhero and that's cool.
I'm half robot, half my shit going all over.
That's different.
Exploded. Yeah,
That's different.
okay, that's cool. But y'all motherfuckers be having the same Kim Kardashian face for the past 10 years.
Yo, Abba and Priest just had a show the other day where it was like, in the next 5 years, every woman is going to have the exact same face.
It's true. It is true.
Like it's going to be phased out to like normal women. Like it may be a generation of women who still look like the original face, but like in 5 years, there's going to be a generation of women that all have the exact same face.
Same face, different BBL.
Oh no. Shit.
Different implants.
They look like human Bratz dolls.
They look like Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah.
After a while.
Yeah.
Yep. Gonna look like Total Recall after a while.
With 3 Bratz?
Yep. I'm thinking the worst, yo. It's just going. It's the worst. I'm thinking the worst, man. Everybody's doing whatever the fuck they want, man. And dare them not. What? Motherfucker say, I'm gonna marry this tree. Guess what the fuck he's about to do?
Yeah, people are out here fucking exhaust pipes and shit. So I can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a wacky world.
It's
a wacky world.
It is, man. It's definitely a wacky world.
Indeed.
Some wacky shit that happens. Pause, because that just sound like it's supposed to be a pause moment. Thanks, Ted.
You're welcome. Always willing, sir.
I bet you are. Pause again. Just cause. I'm sorry. Press the button. Press the goddamn button. The bling button. Talk about the bling button, not the hawk button. Go with the hawk button.
So what's the next topic, Pat?
So in DC, a toddler got caught from being dropped from a window in a burning DC apartment. He caught that jump. Football snap. And the toddler is living.
So they caught a baby?
They caught a baby.
Somebody threw a baby out the window. Somebody cut the baby.
Mm-hmm. The firefighter.
That's good.
So a toddler is around anywhere from 25 to 50 pounds. A lot of damn weight to just catch out a building. You catch a 50-pound dumbbell, see what happens.
What floor come from?
That's what I was trying to see. No, it was a first floor hallway in the 700 block of Alabama. But
that ain't too bad.
Firefighter was rushing toward a burning apartment building in Southeast DC on Sunday night when he heard a shout overhead, "Get my baby!" I didn't mean it.
Overhead. Okay, so that sounds higher than first floor though.
Mm-hmm. A man yelled,
"Get my baby!
That's what he said.
Get my baby!" Why he sound like Fat Bastard? Get my baby!
Baby.
He looked up, positioning himself on a patch of grass before the window and said, "Okay." That was the response. His heroic response, which I understand. At that moment, you just got to react. Whatever. But then the man said, "Don't drop my baby," before letting the child go. And McKinney caught the 2-year-old under his little armpit and held him against his chest. Then he backed away a safe distance and set the toddler, barefoot in a t-shirt and a diaper, too stunned to speak or cry. But the baby survived.
You know what's weird though? if you're in that position and you're the person that's walking past the window, most people would stop and be like, okay, because it's such an off-putting question. It's like such a random thing.
I wanted to save the baby, yeah.
Like your brain would just go into like kind of like functional mode. Like it'd be like, what? All right, let me go grab the what? Before you even realizing exactly all the way, like, okay, I'm about to catch a real baby. Like your brain would just kind of have you moving toward. I feel like I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but I feel like that would be just like an instinct. Like you just hear the question, and be like, all right, so let me go get the baby.
Whole baby.
Right. And then you might freak out as the baby's dropping. But I feel like you would get to at least in place, just almost on autopilot, just off the absurdity of the question.
Please, God, please give me the football ability to pick up, not pick up, but to catch this baby and not break any bones in that baby body.
Let me just be clear, bro. Catching a baby, I don't care. Even if it's a baby, like you, I'm just thinking of catching like a 40 to 50 pound dumbbell. Just drop it. Just dead drop. I can't imagine catching no baby. Like, I know I probably could. I get it, but like, nigga, that shit gonna hurt your arm. Baby heavy as hell.
You gotta catch that motherfucker like you catching the point. Just talk that bitch when you fall.
And he packing an extra couple pounds with the diaper. Ain't no telling what he done did on the way down.
Baby, you okay?
He done got scared.
You okay?
Yeah, you gotta catch that shit with a little bit of your belly. You gotta like catch and cut.
Let me pack some of these planes.
You gotta like let them drop into the pocket and then wrap over. Like
and then fall back with that motherfucker.
Put the flap down. Yeah. You gotta give with it. Fuck around, give too much though. That motherfucker just turn into a cannibal. That nigga follow your all and you just flip over back. Flap.
At least he hit the ground.
Somebody catch my rebound.
Oh, he is when you fireman scare his ass, throw his ass over top of your body.
I was just trying to
nigga be looking like the Tonka.
I was trying to fan away the flames off the baby.
Yay.
At the flame off. I thought the wind would be the best way to flame.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
Off of the baby. We don't want flames on the baby.
You ain't gonna have no flames on it. That baby gonna be scabbed the fuck up though. He gonna have some road rash.
I'll pat the flames off the baby gonna burp and then he'll be all right.
That used to always be my biggest fear when my baby was a baby, that I was gonna like fall on him or like fall and drop him. Like I don't know why. Like I've always had this fear of like catching the baby or having a baby and then that baby just getting chucked because of me. And then I'm sitting there horrified. Like
that's a natural fear.
I done threw the baby. I done threw the baby.
No.
Yeah. I would think you would have that fear because growing up you fell a lot. So I would see you having it, but I had that same fear too for all my kids. I never dropped none of my kids. I dropped my cousin, but I ain't dropped none of my kids.
But see, I be having that fear about everybody kid. Just little people in general. Like if I pick somebody up, I'd be just like, "Ooh, I know I got you, but this could go horribly wrong."
Yeah, very easy to put you.
You know what I fear? I fear that the baby or the child, I'm trying to tell them something so they won't get hurt or something, and because I'm not that child's parent or whatever, they don't take me seriously and then end up doing something and get hurt.
Yeah, because if I looked at that face and it was telling me, I'd be like, hell no, I ain't gonna do it. And then we'll walk my ass right into an open well or some shit.
And then the parent looks at me,
damn it.
Why you do this to my baby?
No,
baby
that's when
did that to yourself.
See, I've been on that. I've been that person before. And what you do when the kid don't listen and something fucked up happens, you look at that kid and be like, yeah, should have listened. And then you walk on about your life. Because you offered your expertise. You chose to listen and walked into a bad situation when I warned you.
This is the life you chose.
How Face's children have not been eaten by wolves is a wonder to me. I do not understand how they have made it to this day to still be a part of the pack. I'm not sure.
They little faces.
Oh, you just leave them there,
They little faces.
abandoned by the side of the road. Fuck them.
They little wolves and bears. Damn right.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-mm.
On tonight's show, we have talked about kidnapping and child abandonment. Let's continue on with these list of charges that we want to incriminate ourselves with this evening, fella.
Yeah, listen. Remember,
like
kidnapping is 15 feet or more.
Boom, boom, dum, 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 dum.
hey, baby, come in like, hey, daddy, I got a new pelt.
A new pelt. Pelts and poons.
I wouldn't doubt it. Little face.
Or
A little man, he'll do that. I believe
the
it.
onesies with the hoodies with the little ears on the top or whatever. If you like actual wolf ear, like a baby Viking,
I wouldn't mind a pelt.
I need a
Some
new
people
belt.
wear fox fur, but on the source cover, I wore a fox.
I need a new belt.
I'm gonna make it a pelt belt.
I was
Get
thinking
your fur
hemp.
on, champ.
I was thinking hemp this time.
Ah, so you can smoke it.
it won't be a belt though.
He don't care. You see that nigga times getting hard. Yeah, you know, I left the THO alone today and then the GBL, and then I went over to the hemp belt. Only smoked it down to the first 3 notches.
Don't let it be a gator belt. We can't have G baby.
But hey, try the new cannabinoid. Try that cannabinoid, man. CBG. Try it out, man. If you
That
deal with
shit sound like a goddamn
CBG.
Snoop Dogg song. CBG, top dollar with the gold fleet collar, smoking in my blue Impala. CBG. Like shit. What the hell?
Yeah.
Wow.
Fuck with it.
Uncle Snoop, y'all. What up, nephew?
Hey, we need a new burn early if you're gonna hit us with all these facts. My brain can't process all these letters and numbers and shit you keep hitting me with.
What's good, nephew?
Okay, don't try this one. Try this one. Oh, you don't want to smoke weed anymore? All right, well, just try this one because this one right here will make your headaches go away and it'll make you fart real good. It'll actually make you fart bubbles and rainbows if you do it on this one. All right, so now this week I got another one for you. It's called Delta Omega 3. You know, it'll even do a step for you. It'll party hop at the party for you. It'll be like, it's kin to the Omegas. You know, like how many damn, god damn, nigga.
And from time to time, you'll just
Hey, look, you need to do a whole show with a chart and like some graphs and some visuals. I need some visual aids to keep following all this shit. Like, give me a flow chart or something like so it goes from this chart to this. This is too much. This nigga has given us 72 combinations of the 26 letters in the English alphabet, and I'm supposed to follow this shit and remember which one he told me to mess with. Okay, yeah, so I know you don't do this one no more. And then no, you ain't trying to have that. All right, so try this. Which one was that one?
CB.
Nigga had you at the store. Can I get the ABC? Just give me all them letters. I'll figure it out. I just give me 10 minutes. Let me call this nigga. Can you just hold up the different boxes and say, is it this one? Is it this one? You say it was safe. This one right here gonna make me have an appetite, right? Okay. Which one is it?
I don't want the one that's.
Sir, can you hold the box closer to the camera, please? I don't. He said a picture looked like it could be 2 brands. Which brand is it?
That might end up
like that is too much. We need some. Yeah, I need a go-to. I need like a bite size.
I just like doing that shit now.
Oh shit.
Hemp shirt with a blue collar. CBG.
Oh, my cheeks hurt.
Delta Omega 3 B.
What's up on the good and fuckery? What's next on the good and fuckery, nigga?
Oh yeah, we are doing that.
I thought we would go ahead and venture off, and before I go to this last topic, so we don't have to post the picture up. Go into our favorite state. Check out what's going on in Florida.
Oh, them gators.
That's why I said I hope you don't get a gator belt because meanwhile in Florida, a man died searching for a frisbee in Florida lake amid alligator warning. Yes, alligator warning.
Man, frisbees is like $3.
They sell them shit at the Dollar Tree.
Even if you homeless, you could let that frisbee go, champ. That was not no. That was not no vital piece of equipment.
Like, I wonder if it was it in mid throw and he was trying to catch it and he fell in and like,
I don't care what it was. If it was that sentimental of a frisbee, why the hell you playing with it by the Gators? Why you playing by the Gators anyway? Let's start there.
Yeah, it's safer spot.
Why the fuck are people playing by Gators?
I know
that seems like what I feel like that would be where you want to be all business.
He wasn't people like them Gators don't bite. Them Gators don't bite at all, man. Them signs are different tours. Them Gators don't bite.
My grandmother told me if it got teeth, it'll bite you.
Shit.
That's all I needed to hear. I don't care what animal it is. If it's big, small, whatever, it got teeth. I don't trust a Venus flytrap because it got teeth.
The animals taught me that. Yeah, all I got to do is look at the animal. I respect your space, sir.
Zippers got teeth. I don't trust them.
They'll bite you.
I learned that the wrong way when I was about 5.
That's the worst bite.
Oh my God, yeah. There's something about Mary.
Mm.
Yeah.
I remember that. How'd you get it all the way up, son? I don't know.
How'd you get it all the way up, son? I don't know why, but saying anything and then saying son, it just makes it funnier. How'd you get it all the way up, son? I feel like just saying son in that tone always denotes that whoever's on the receiving end of that son has done some remarkably dumb shit. Like that never comes after like, oh, way to go. But that tone of son, that always comes after this motherfucker just crashed through the garage or some shit.
Way to go.
Nigga sitting in the living room while he's still in the front seat of his Chevy. Like, God damn it, son. Damn, son. Guess you done did it again, huh, son? Like, it always come out of, oh, this nigga done lost all the family money. God damn it, son.
Did you forget the brakes, son?
Damn, son. Good job. Good driving, son. It always comes out at the end of a sarcastic some shit.
Hence the phrase, you got
nigga done dropped all the food for the picnic. Excellent balance, son. God damn it, son.
You gonna eat that shit.
Well, guess we're going vegan tonight, guy. Damn, son. Like, yeah, it just never goes well. How'd you get it all the way up?
And on the rest of this, Florida is a very violent place.
Florida ain't shit. I'm sorry, Florida.
Florida man throws coffee, punches 76-year-old who made him wait. Florida man killed from bonfire explosion at weekend party. I was smoking my meth like Florida man total tractor trailer doing delivery to public shopping. All right, so that's enough of the Florida while I'm in Atlanta. It just gets worse.
I was smoking my meth pipe. When you got to that should have told you right there. You know what? That's okay. We're gonna leave Florida alone this week. They are doing just fine without us. I think they got it covered, champ. When your headlines say that I was smoking my meth pipe, that means whoever they interviewed answered like that. Like that ain't no third party account. That's a quote.
Wait a minute. Isn't that I thought no. Not even marijuana.
I've already had bad experiences in Florida, so
yes, you have. Yes, you have.
I don't.
Well, my experience in Florida has been great every time.
I don't go there. I don't. I don't go to Florida. I don't like that state.
Well, Florida, I love you. I've been twice, no, 3 times, and I've never had the Florida man experience. So thank God you Florida men have stayed in the house when I came down, or y'all stayed in the bayou somewhere, whatever it is that y'all be hanging out, but you didn't come out and fuck with me. So thank you.
Usually
They can keep that shit.
Usually I'm pretty all right in Florida. Had some nice times in Orlando, and Disney, and the only thing is when I'm riding down there, it's like this jungle stench sometimes in certain areas. I think it's
Is
the
that
swamp.
humidity in the
It's
water?
probably it's the
All that
swamp.
sitting water.
Yeah, it's that swamp smell or whatever. I can't say that because back in Chesapeake, you know,
Swamp ass.
swamp area too. Smelling that part, then you finally get to the nice tourism part.
And you usually end up with swamp ass when you're there too, because it'd be so humid.
Yeah,
It's like a layer of hotness, just like hot moisture that just envelops the whole state.
Did y'all probably name a positive good shit about there? Because that just sounds like I'd say.
I mean, they got Disney World. They got Disney World and Universal, and they got
that should be that's its own entity. That should get its own address. That's its own entity.
If you're in the nightlife, they got Miami. If you are if you like cruises, that's a good port to go out of the Miami port.
Cruises with titties.
If you're a drug trafficker, it's a good place to get your cocaine and move your cocaine around.
Titties that like cocaine. So, yeah, that's what they have up there in Miami. If you like that type of stuff.
Yeah. If you like speaking English.
Every time somebody bring up Miami,
who keeps saying titties?
Titties sometimes.
He said titties. He keeps saying titties.
Yeah.
I'd rather him say titties and keep bringing up titties instead of bringing him poems and shit.
Right. I know you about to say.
We're talking about titties.
You right. Let me shut the fuck up. You right.
Oh man.
Yeah. You ain't never lied there, face. Let me count my blessings.
Did it.
You right. When you right, bro. And you is right. You guessed it. You is right.
Oh man. I remember that song. All right. So next up on the good and fuckery, the last thing I want to talk about is this rapper from Cameroon, Central Africa, named Yo. I think it's Yo. It's YOH. Decided to get a tattoo of his idol 50 Cent, as you can see here, on his back.
It's not a good tattoo either. That should look like a werewolf.
Not at all.
And look, it looked like he got breasts with ripples. It's like his breast plopped into the middle of his chest, and then the ripples just.
It looked more like Fredro Starr from Onyx than it does 50 Cent to me.
Slam!
Yeah, the evil Pharrell. It looks like evil Pharrell.
Who drew that?
Wasn't me. I know that for sure.
Like, why did you look at that on the paper and said, "Oh, that's fire"?
Why is his abs?
Because don't they show you the
stomach?
Like, I've had a tattoo done a few times, and even the bootleg one, the lady like did that shit on the paper first. Then she showed me that shit. Then I was like, yeah, that. And then she drew it on the actual tattoo. But it, like, how you approve that?
First of all,
who that fucking supposed to be?
50 Cent. Curtis Jackson.
In what dimension?
I don't know, man, because it looked like Fredro Starr to me, bro. And I would say,
what is this dark thing right here? Is that a mustache? Is that an upper lip open?
That's an upper lip.
Like 50 Cent is smoking a lot of reefer on just the top part of his mouth.
That's an upper lip, and the two lines above it is the little lines that's like right there in between the nose, stuff like that. See, I be drawing, so I know what to point out. First of all, if I was to draw 50 Cent, I wouldn't have these.
My son do better facial features than that. Now the body, I don't know. My son might be about right there with his body drawing, but like the facial features, my son would have damn sure did better than that.
Cheek lines right there, the cheekbone lines or whatever.
Is that what that is? I thought them was scars.
Yeah, like it looked like he almost had like a beard almost.
I thought that was the way he got shot in the mouth.
I thought that was like his cheek lines, and then maybe that's shadow off to the end. But he looked like Reptile.
He looked like shit.
Like
Okay, now while y'all focusing on that, I've analyzed the entire back. Now that shit says father and son on the top left. Who the fuck is the father and son?
Him and 50.
oh god, no. Oh god, no.
It also explains why the body on that 50 Cent looks so flabby, because his back flabby. That's a non-shaped back for a grown man.
This look like 50 Cent on Squidbillies. Like this looks like 50 Cent on some backwards
Okay.
Have you never done a row in your life?
cartoon.
A lat pull?
Now, okay, now I watch a lot of tattoo shows, but I also wear my own. I wear clothes too. Now the
Right.
pants that's on the tattoo. Why is 50 Cent's pants on backwards? Because his hands are in his back pockets.
They are going straight down, ain't it?
Yeah.
Who drew this shit?
That's what we really will. I don't care about
Kill the artist.
I want to know who was the artist.
Like, it's bad that he got to walk around with it, but he can put a shirt on. But who drew this? Because that mean they out here somewhere else tattooing somebody else putting some fucked up shit on. Like, look at 50. Look at 50 laughing.
Yeah. Just personal laugh. We put this shit up and start talking about this shit. My dogs in the other room start having their nightmares, start barking and they sleep.
Oh, bad drawing. Oh, we should have got that tattoo.
Like an alien disguised as 50 Cent.
I'm trying to figure out why the upper lip looked like that. Like, it was a gangrene.
Yeah.
They were trying to make that shot like the upper lip is usually darker than the bottom lip.
Yeah, not black.
But they try to make like the shade of it and shit. You know
like usually it's close to the color of the other lip. It might be darker, but it's like dark brown to, like a darker brown to dark brown. Not like a black to opaque. I mean to translucent.
Once again, people, you don't have to share everything. Some shit need to be kept to yourself.
Yeah, don't share your tattoos with nobody. Nobody want to see that shit unless they're nice tattoos.
Now, I'll chop certain things up to like your resources and your actual like what you have, but it's just certain dimensions of that shit that just like you didn't even line certain things up. You don't know how to draw anatomy yet. To be drawing full.
Yeah, them arms was little as hell for that long ass torso. I remember I used to fuck up like that when I was little. I used to be drawing like He-Man and shit. Like that nigga arms be short as shit, but that nigga torso be long as fuck. That nigga have like 30 abs.
So that nigga look like powdered toast man. Ren and Stimpy.
But no elbows.
No. I'm no artist. Or am I a tattoo artist? But I know goddamn well, whoever did that shit ain't either.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
I can second that motion. No lie detected there.
Yeah, I met enough tattoo artists. Yeah.
So the moral of the story is, people, if you got a flabby back, don't get no fucked up ass tattoo on it.
I hope you ain't pay for it.
It's a bad back and a bad tattoo.
It's a tattoo show out, right? I don't know if it's new or old. I think it's somewhat old-ish, like 2 or 3 years old. It's like Tattoo X Tattoo or Tattoo X or some shit like that, where you bring a friend on that you got a problem with, and y'all pick each other's tattoo out.
Oh, I've seen that. I seen that joke, yo. And
no, bruh.
They had 2 girls.
Why would you want your enemy to? Why would you want your enemy to pick the shit?
And the two homegirls tattooed something on the back. I think they tagged I think one girl tagged my bitch on her.
Or I get whole ass nigga tatted on.
Or this is somebody, her name bitch up there.
Yeah.
And they didn't see it, and they were part of everything because I don't know, some old scandalous stuff like she was messing with somebody else's man or something like that. They were doing all kinds of crazy.
No, I'm gonna beat the shit
Yeah.
out you.
It's this one joke. These two homosexuals over there. One homosexual, he had tattooed a line of niggas getting their dicks on the shoe.
He did that to his friend, his mate. Is it in an obvious place? Like, can he wear a shirt? I'm just trying to think about this person's day to day. You know what I'm saying?
They got to fight. They got to fight.
Violation. Yeah.
Yeah. They got to fight like a motherfucker on that. Yeah. The premise of that show is crazy as fuck.
Just make a face. That face, but this is face. Yeah.
That's what I'm laughing at. And there's nothing they can't get tattooed. It's nothing that they the tattoo
Well,
artist will not
folks,
do.
that was the good and fuckery for this week, y'all. It's been a wonderful episode 79. If y'all happen to want to, go ahead and get you some merch, Face, tell them how they could do that. Try not to mention no glizzies in that whole conversation, though.
Citizen cocaine, everybody, and buy it.
I have PTSD from this fucking podcast.
I talked about two girls.
No, you did good tonight, Pat.
Yeah.
Tonight, nigga.
It was the other P pushing the wrong kind of P. That just
Oh man.
Oh shit.
I feel like Tecum say every week it comes back to Dick and Burger.
That's a city in like Oklahoma.
Episode 79, y'all. This is what y'all get. Face, tell them how to get the merch, man.
artrakeclothing.com. You can go to artrakeclothing.com. artrakeclothing.com. That's ARTRE. Being I'm a black business, I'll spell clothing for you because I got good customer service. CLOTHING.com. artrakeclothing.com.
Y'all better enjoy that. Y'all will probably never get that spelling again. So make sure if you happen to be illiterate, you wrote that down. That's artrakeclothing.com. He spelled it for you. I won't. All right. And after you got your merch, if you still want to support, you want to support financially, you can do that by going to Cash App, $Podnatiz1. That's $PODNATIZ1, the number 1. Or you can go to buymeacoffee.com/the Podnas, where you can donate for as little as $1, or you can sign up for a membership for $4.99 a month. You can also be a monthly supporter on Anchor.fm or Spotify for $4.99 a month. If you want to continue to support after you've gotten your merch and you went ahead and you've become a monthly supporter and now you just want to get up with the gang, you want to talk shit, you want to send us some topics to speak on, you want to connect with us on some business, or you just want to shoot the breeze on the latest topic of the day and you want to give us your opinion and hear ours, how can they talk to us, Pat?
You're going to hear us spell this out all the time. So @ THEPODNAS. Let me slow it down. @ THEPODNAS. That is the Twitter, the Facebook, the Instagram, the Twitch, also on Facebook with Tiz Space Pat or the Podnas.
Yeah.
Google us, baby. We everywhere.
We are Googleable. Check out the website at thepodnas.com. If you forget everything we said, that's THEPODNAS.com. And you can get access to everything we just said, from the store to the shows to the podcast to the merch to the everything, to everything, to everything. Check us out. Check us out. Check us out. And as always, man, it's been another episode 79 in the books, stamped, getting ready to be edited. I am your boy. I have been 1/3 of the partners. It's been Tiz. And I've been with.
Hey, it's me. It's the Padawan. I'm here. I'm here in Atlanta. Yeah. I'm away from the place where I work at. Yes. I'm with my brothers. I'm the other third of the partners. I'm going to stop talking because I'm along with Matty Pod.
Face. I'm about to be out of this place. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Yeah, motherfuckers, we are out of this place. Yeah. It's the Padawan with little boy. Yeah. It's the Padawan. Yeah. We are about this shit. Y'all have a good week, niggas. We'll see y'all.